Marzipan, Eileen, Fawn, Fahad, Tanisha, Gloria, Jacob, Farah, Madrone, Blue, and Violet. If you allow your work to be alive and you're dancing with it through a process, you just never know what can happen.
We are learning so many different techniques with Mr. Mullowney. My favorite is the vinyl cutting. Learning how to do an art form that has been around for centuries.
I think Paul is a badass.
So you can see, like, this process is pretty insane, and like I said, it's the same way that they've been doing it for 150 years. And when you see the results as an etching, you're gonna love it. It's gonna like blow your mind. We'll get there.
So I would tell people this work matters because the world is a hard place. A lot of us are queer and trans and homeless or have experienced homelessness. I think having this space gives us a home. And with that, we're able to create very powerful pieces of art. We get to express our pain, we get to express our loneliness, our sadness, whatever comes to the surface for us. It gives us a platform and a space to be able to express those things. So it's a very happy, healthy, safe place for us.
What inspires me is nature and other artists' work and television. The Mullowney Printing Workshop is very, very beneficial to me because, believe it or not, it gives me some structure. For one thing, to be part of the project, if you're homeless, it lets you know that you have something to offer to society. Especially when you get into art shows and you start selling work, and that carries on. The more you do, the more prosperous you feel inside, the more self-worth you have. And that's very important, to have a good image of yourself. And as Gather Make Shelter, with all the things that it provides, can be life-saving and life-changing.
I'm working in a print workshop for the last several months. And it's been very interesting, very intriguing, very inspiring as well. It's brought a form of creativity out of me that I didn't realize I had. For people experiencing houselessness, for me, what I get from it is that they're trying to help people express themselves in ways that are healthy and positive. This is a place that I consider to be my safe haven when I don't have a place to call a safe haven. They give them, I feel like from personal experience, I can say this too, a sense of purpose, a sense that they matter, even though they don't feel like they may do, and made me feel good about myself again.
Art connecting to social justice is powerful. The message ended up being, you can destroy my home, but you can't sweep poverty. I think it just gets really to the root of the issue. It shows a great power of us being able to come together and come up with such a strong message. There's a lot of people out there whose voices aren't being heard. They're being dehumanized. Every day that happens, our community is hurting. The poster project is important because when people see that walking down the street, they know that they're not alone. I was really lost at the time before meeting Gather Make Shelter, and now I'm able to give back. It's healing to come here and be able to make this art and have an outlet. It changed my life and probably saved it too.
When I was homeless, that was the hardest thing to do, was to create.
Gather Make Shelter has been so much more than a home and a safe space. It's community. It's a community I never had.
This particular project brought together people who have been recently housed and or on the precipice of getting safer housing. It's an incredibly important aspect of what Gather Make Shelter does, is to show up for and with people who have recently gotten into housing. Because when people get into housing, it can be incredibly lonely and people can lose a lot of their connections and their services. If we could bring more people together to creatively collaborate in positive ways, then we could actually really kind of change the course of what's happening. Everybody is welcome when they get into housing to Gather Make Shelter, as well as folks that we work with consistently who are currently on the street.
Yep. All right.
The workshop is amazing, and I would hope it never ends. Everybody has their own superpower. One of the greatest things that happens is that when the press is lifted and the paper is revealed, it's a very interesting feeling to be able to explore the whole field of printmaking. When there's a void, then people will fill it up with anything. And when you have art, then you fill it with that.
The workshop is like a really, really, really good thing to be able to like put on a resume and on a portfolio. Now that I have tools that really work for me, I've really improved my craft. I think that organizations like this are really important because there are so many people who are artists who are also homeless, and the art world can be so exclusive. And when I was homeless, this program really gave me like a reason to like keep going and not just give up.
People who are struggling on the streets and with poverty are human just like us. They have a message. They have things they want to say. And they can say this through their art and their creativity. For them, we've created a safe space. They were given the freedom, the time, and the materials, and the mentorship to expand their voice. I know that it impacted a lot of them in a really great way, because when they came every Saturday, we would say, welcome home. This is your studio. We're here. Do what you want to do. And the power of art is necessary in times like these. If you look at history, whenever there have been turbulent times, art always leads the way in telling the truth and getting the facts out there, holding up a mirror to society to show society's ills and a path forward.
I'm so happy to see everyone's artwork that was chosen. It's just beautiful.
I feel really blessed right now.
I'm really proud of the work that I've done. I'm proud of the work that everybody in my collective has done, because it just shows how resilient and strong we are as a group.
It's fantastic. So excited and honored. It's amazing.
I just want to remind the participants that they're big and bold and beautiful and brave, and that they can do anything. And this is just one little example of what's possible for them to manifest in their life.